Welcome everyone. Welcome to another Q&A for the Spring 2021 New Jersey Film Festival. Today we have a director and cinematographer, or DP, of the wonderful film Echthaar, and they're based in Austria, so we are very proud to have them on board here to talk about their film. But I wanted to let you know that the New Jersey Film Festival, the Spring 2021 version, will be taking place from January 30th through February 21st. I know it's not spring, it's really still winter, but we're part of the Rutgers University, so it's part of the spring semester, and that's where the spring comes from. So we'll be showing over 40 films between those dates, and films will be available video on demand for 24 hours. So for example, if you want to watch Echthaar when it's playing as part of our Super Shorts 2 program on February 5th, you can start watching it at 12:01 midnight our time, and I guess that would be 6 a.m. your time. And you would have 24 hours to finish watching it, and all of the programs that are part of that Shorts program. If you decide you wanted to start watching at 11:45 that evening, you still have 24 hours to finish the program. So you can find information at our website, which is behind me, newjerseyfilmfest.com. And at the end of the program, I'll do a screen share to show you basically where it is. We're using eventive.org. They stream films for labels like A24 and Magnolia Pictures. They do a lot of Hollywood stuff, but they're also helping film festivals now during the pandemic stream and do virtual film festivals for us. And they did a wonderful job for our fall film festival. So, okay, well, welcome. We have Dominic, who's here, Dominic Kubisch, and Max Smoliner. He's the DP. Tell us about your film, first of all. How did you get involved in making this film, Dominic? Please tell our audience.
Yes, a warm welcome from Austria here, and we're very happy to do this interview with you and also to have our film at the New Jersey Film Festival. We really appreciate this and are very happy and speechless to get into your festival. And yeah, the reason why we did this film is that we both, Maximilian and me, and also some other staff members, are part of the Vienna Film Academy. We're film students, and for our last exam, we did this film to get the bachelor degree. And yeah, at the Vienna Film Academy, it's not so usual to do a genre film. We have more drama and more like stuff like that, and so we thought of a film that is very special and very unique, also from the pictures, also from the images, and also from the story. And yeah, that was the reason. And the reason why to get the story like this is that in my childhood, my grandmother was also a hairdresser, and she was in the 70s, 80s, and when I was a child, she had the last period before she goes in the retirement, I guess it's the word. And yes, I visited her very often, and that was a very special feeling getting there for me as a child in this big saloon. And yeah, visit my grandmother, and so I knew very early that I want to do a film at the hair salon. And yes, why it's the 50s? It's maybe a question, and we liked the film from the Coen brothers, The Man Who Wasn't There, and that was one of our I don't know, idol for the we like this film very much, and I like the 50s, and so we say, okay, let's do a story like this. And I know it's maybe it's a crucial story, but yeah, we had fun doing this film. And maybe Max can also say something like how to get into this.
Oh, we'll get Max involved. I want to ask him about how his beautiful cinematography really makes your film quite special. But you know, for me, I thought of David Lynch when I saw your movie, and I wondered if you like his movies too. because there's a
Of
lot
course.
of kind of tones. He likes the 50s as well. But I don't want to give away what happens in the movie. I think that's also very important, that it is a suspenseful film. And I wondered if you guys ever watched The Twilight Zone. Have you ever seen the Twilight Zone series that was very popular in the United States in the 60s? I mean, I think of your film as very similar in some ways. So, but yes, Max, tell us about the look of the film. How did you come up with this formula? And by the way, I'm shocked you guys are undergraduates. I mean, your film looks very professional. You're going to have a wonderful career making films, and I'm so glad that we got to see your first entree. And please do send anything else that you make in the future to us.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah,
so
well,
Max, go
thank you
ahead.
very much for having us, first of all. Thank you for showing our film.
Our pleasure.
And yeah, how I entered the project, Dominic approached me. We hadn't really known each other before, but he was looking for a cinematographer, and we're studying at the same university. So he took a leap and he asked me, and I was interested. I was interested in doing a genre movie. As Dominic said, most movies that get made at our university are sort of very real world based, more in the drama thing. One of our professors, Michael Haneke, so that's sort of his style, is very prevalent.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, from the get-go, I was very interested in doing a genre film. And that's how I came to be the cinematographer for this project. And well,
What kind of camera did you use?
we had Canon C500 Mark I. And that was specifically because I liked the colors. One of the cameras we have at the university, we have a whole range of different cameras, but I specifically chose this one because I like the tonalities a lot. And I didn't need that much dynamic range. It only has 12 stops dynamic range, but for a black and white film, we don't need a whole lot of dynamic range.
Right.
So that was...
So why did you guys decide to shoot in black and white?
I think it's mostly due to it being based in the 50s and sort of trying, as you said, Twilight Zone. I've never actively watched it, but of course I know about it, and I've seen bits and pieces of it. So that was, I think, sort of a guideline of how to make. And the story would have played out completely different if we'd done it in a modern way, trying to tell a story in the 50s. So also from the cinematography aspect, I made myself these sort of rules to adhere to. Hair light always from the back. We used mostly hard light sources. So the softest thing we got was a 1:1 frame with white diffusion. That was the softest we ever had.
Right.
Otherwise, it was mainly Fresnel lenses, also directly in the face. And
but did
so
you
there
guys,
was sort of...
I'm sorry, did you guys shoot in one location? I mean, was it a real location, a real salon, or was it a set that you built?
That was a real location. Yeah, that I said to Max at the beginning of the film when we found this location, and it's a real location in Vienna. It's in the Stumpergasse. If one of our audience may ever been to Vienna, go to the Stumpergasse, go to Thomas Giller. He is a real barber. He has this shop. He don't have a jukebox. The jukebox
Wow, so
came from us.
that was another one of my questions. Where'd you get the jukebox? And you know, I thought that's really great. So everything was already there. I mean, the steps and everything. And so you were able to tailor it to your own needs, correct?
Yes, I said to Max, when we ever asked, I said, the most of the people would guess we built a studio, but we're students and we don't have a budget, but we had a big luck to get this location. It was one of our location scouts. His name is Vincent. He got us this location, and so we got a contract with the barber, and so we could do this film. We shoot just in night. On the day he cut the hair, and at night we went in there and did the film.
That's great. That's great. But there are some day shots. So the day shots you actually did when he
All
was,
at night.
everything's
All
at
at
night.
night.
So
It
even when
was
he's
all
putting
lit.
in the help wanted sign in the window, that's at
It was
night.
all lit. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
had to light it to make it look like it was day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
We did have, I think, 2 M18s HMIs outside.
Hmm.
That was for the
So a
day
lot of
scene,
light.
sort of to establish. I mean, black and white is very forgiving. You don't need a fill light in order to establish a day, and that played in our hands, so to say.
I mean, your film has a very chiaroscuro look. I mean, there's lots of dark shadows and there's pools of light, and I think that's what I really like. There's a kind of almost expressionistic tendency, even though the quality is very sharp. It's not drab, you know.
No, I get what you mean. I mean, because it's genre, I also felt like I could do more. How do I say it? I could risk more. I don't need to establish every light as I would if I did it with a drama. So I had more freedom in placing my lights, and I didn't have to establish as much as I would have.
But did you guys? How long did it take you to shoot the film?
It was 5 nights. On 5 nights, we did the whole film, but we did some special shots from the jukebox when, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like when the light's coming out of the jukebox.
The light coming out of the jukebox, and some part of the interview, because of the spoiler alarm, I don't want to say now, but we did some some things in the studio with green screen, and that was also special for us because it was my first studio green screen filming, and it was also very special because in the studio you have some kind of a laboratory environment, and you can do what you want. And
have you thought of maybe expanding this as a larger project, or using the same idea as a feature? Have you? I mean, I think it maybe has run its course in terms of finality, but have you thought about doing another genre film that's longer along these lines, or is this just a one shot? You want to do more drama?
I guess it's a one shot. We have another film in the I don't know the word, under the desk, yeah. But I guess it's a kind of a, maybe it has some elements of this film to get the hand, you know the style of your film, like same like this.
Yeah.
But I think it would be another genre and another kind of film.
Why not? Why not? Have you graduated already, or have you now gone in? Are you making films outside of university? Or are you going to graduate school, or where are you now, Dominic?
Me, for myself, I'm in the master of the film academy, and yes, I guess it would take 1 or 2 years to graduate in the master.
Yeah.
At the Vienna Film Academy, you can study. It is different than in America, because we don't have so highly fees to pay for the so you can take your time, get doing your films, get your experience like this, and yeah.
That's great. That's great. Well, tell me about the two main actors. Tell me about Sandra Hartlauer. Yeah. How did you meet Sandra? Is she also a student, or is she an actress?
She's also an extra student from the Schauspielschule Kraus. It's a acting school in Vienna, and we found her in a casting process. We did a casting process online, so we wrote we did a short part of our screenplay, and go online and looked who could be the right person, and yeah, that's the way how we found Sandra.
And she's really great, and I think she'll have a really great career as well. And what about the fellow who plays Victor, Franz? How did you meet him? He's obviously not a student.
He's not a student, and it's from Stella Fürst. Stella Fürst, she has a agency for actors, yeah. And I called Stella, and she said maybe Franz would be the right person who is doing the film, and yeah.
He's perfect also. He's perfect. you cast your film perfectly. And I think, does he really cut hair? Did he really know how to cut hair?
No, but my grandmother showed him.
Wow, so
She was also on the set for at the beginning, and she showed him. It was a big luck to get France, because we had another actor at the beginning in mind, but this actor had an illness. Yeah, and so, but it's the greatest luck to get France, because he did his role very well, and he's also a nice person too, and that's did this our work together. It was really calm and really, yes, it was kind of friends doing something, and yeah,
he's really great. And I thought, you know, the jukebox has all American music on it. I mean, just from the quick scan of what I saw, so that also kind of gives it that, you know, were Austrians really listening to this kind of music back in the 50s? I guess so, since they're all on this jukebox, right? That was originally in this place. So that's kind of interesting too. Was it conscious? Did you really want to have American music in the background?
Yes, it was our decision to get this music, and not the typical Austrian music, but as Max also said, yes, I think the Austrians also hear this music, and yes, we had a great partner. Universal Music Production Music is one of our sponsors, and so we get the music, and yeah. Honestly, our idea was to shoot the film not like this film could be shot everywhere in the world.
That's
and we liked how Americans do film, and also me, I like this, and so we wanted to, not copying this, but we wanted to doing like a little bit of American like.
Oh, it's a beautiful film. I mean, it's really well made, well acted, everything going for it. So we were very happy. The jury really liked your film, and we're very excited to show it. And I want to thank you guys for doing this Q&A. I wanted to just share screen now and show folks how they can see this movie, and maybe give them a little taste of actually what it is. So let's see here. We do desktop. And then we go to catalog. So this would be the site. When you go to njfilmfest.com, you would click on the link at our schedule page for spring 2021, and it'll bounce you to this page. And it shows you everything that we're going to show. And as you can see, as I scroll down in the short section, the Super Shorts 2 program has your film as the main picture that we have. And Echthaar is the name of the film. And here's the description, and here's Dominic. We need to actually get Max in here as the cinematographer, which I will do. And so the thing is that you can click on pre-order now, and you'll get a confirmation that you're scheduled to watch this film in 18 days and 11 hours and 38 minutes. And again, you'll have 24 hours to watch all of these films. There's some really great ones. Melancholia is an experimental film. Flushlu is a really great film. It kind of plays very nicely with yours. It's an American film. I Make Good Sound at Parties, also a student film. This is a very beautiful film shot in Korea. This is a film that's an animation. And this one also kind of looks a little bit like yours, has very interesting black and white photography. So there's 7 films in the package, and folks can check it out. And you can see it from the beautiful lighting, from Max's beautiful lighting, of the way that
Thank you very much.
The lead character, who is played by, her name is Paula in the film, right? But her real name is Sandra Hartlauer. And she's somebody you'll see in major motion pictures in the near future. So anyway, I want to thank you both for participating in this Q&A. And I look forward to seeing your film on the virtual screen in February. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.